today. It was late in the morning, we have no plans. So what do you wanna do? We pack our bags, fill it with all of the blankets your dog comes to. So we have to bring his food. It's just me and you, and soft music, a bright blue sky, and no excuses. The heat of the sun on my neck, your head in my lap, and we're laughing like we used to.
평소에 이렇게 하루를 지내면서 어떤 말들을 많이 하지? 쭉 써봐요 한번. 쭉 써본 다음에 그거를 AI chatbot, 뭐 그게 제미나이든
like this is hard to find.